Well, hello again and welcome back. Since I didn't pick up any new CB radios at the Hamfest last weekend, I'm reduced to doing ham radios. Now, I featured this one earlier on, and somebody said, you actually have a working Yaesu FT-225RD. Sounded like that's the exception to the rule. So, we'll look at this one. This was styled and intended to match the FT-901DM series of the very early 1980s. And as a result, it doesn't have a whole lot of features to it that we take for granted nowadays. Yes, it has the mode switch where it'll operate in 5 different modes. It has a clarifier. And it has a memory, but it only has one memory. And it's a, it's in that thing. It's a great big circuit board with a whole bunch of chips. But apparently it's pretty rare, and it sort of works. So you have your selection for your VFO. There's an attenuator, noise blanker. Burst is on transmit, where it'll transmit a brief signal to open up a repeater. Squelch and volume. Has a provision for 11 crystal controlled channels. There's a dim, bright dim thing. Power control, SSB mic gain, tune, which adjusts the final amplifier. Then you have a whole row of switches. It looks really impressive. Vox gain, you turn that all the way down to 0 to push the talk. You got repeat normal, which is minus 600, minus 600 or plus 600. The auxiliary gives you the, you can either run the standard 600 kilohertz offset or something else that's determined by a crystal. This discriminator S-meter switch allows you to, let's see if I can get my hand in there, turn that into a discriminator meter, which it's normally on the 5 in between the 4 and the 6. But like an old tube set, this has to warm up, so it won't be there for a while. AGC, slow or fast, that's important for sideband. And then the clarifier is transmit receive. Now this one is the fancy version, and it's basically a frequency counter connected up to the VFO, and there's 4 bands, and it covers 4 1 megacycle bands. So this one, let's see, this repeater's normally on PL. Huh, it's not on PL. Surprise, surprise. So let's see. Okay, so that's so what you have to do with it, because it doesn't scan, you have to stick your finger in the hole here, and you tune. Oh, come on. Got to tune the band. So when you adjust the tuner, okay, you're basically, it's just changing the VFO. You're changing the kilohertz. So I'm going to go all the way down here to 144,200. But watch this. This has a very effective noise blanker. There are a lot of CB and a lot of HF radios that should have noise blankers this good. They're actually worthy of the name. (144,200) is the call channel. And you can just see there's a whole ton of activity. But as you can see, it's a nice looking radio with a very effective noise blanker that has no memories, no scan capabilities, or I'm sorry, one memory, no scan capabilities. And it's basically a pain in the rear end to operate, unless you're just sitting on one frequency. But that was the state of the art back in 1980. And we can just all appreciate how much more features the radios nowadays have. Okay, that's, I was kind of hoping that with this stationary front draped across us that we would get some 2-meter sideband activity. But I'm not hearing anything. So it is what it is. All right. There's nothing happening on the CB today either. So that's it. We took a spinner on the 2-meter band and a spinner on the CB band. Okay, happy hunting.